that robe. Stunning.
Same place, back on the throne of the SmackDown Women's Division.
With the entrance of this woman.
I understand.
And to Corey's point, Charlotte and Becky were once the best.
Becky can taste the
Friends. And you were hoping.
Lynch challenges the champion Charlotte Flair. Becky back inside the ring after the champion. Oh!
Becky Lynch had to watch Charlotte celebrate.
I now run this division. Little bit left of my best friend inside of whatever this bitch.
Oh, and Charlotte Flair enough for Becky. The friendship is long gone.
I am going years to regain that title. You can lose it. Call me queen.
This is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Her opponent.
Women's title here tonight against Charlotte at WWE Super Showdown.
Of Charlotte Flair, and she's been successful so far, but is she going to be able to retain
It. Becky now finds herself as a target.
Yeah, target to
Charlotte must pin her or submit her to win the championships. Count out.
because Charlotte Flair is so successful in these big match situations. Said you keep me off your posters, your morning shows, and your magazines while the people put me on the.
My God! Charlotte landing hard on the post shoulder first. Charlotte, and you can hear her. Corey goes back as we take another look and watch this. Becky to
Her career in the shadow of Charlotte Flair. And the Queen casts a gigantic.
Becky's held the title twice. Charlotte has earned everything that's shot by Charlotte. At Super Showdown. Manages to survive at least at that point, but again,
Right back into it.
the arm bar. Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte is in a great
In her power here. Backbreaker. Sheamus cover again to try to win here. And that buys Charlotte a little bit of time.
allowing the Queen to have time to recover.
We saw Becky come out.
Like she has to prove everything when she goes out in the ring each night.
I see some.
I can assure you, of all people in this stadium right now,
WWE Universe, WWE.
so familiar with one another. It's almost as if they know what the others on her feet knew what was coming and inflicted some forearm
Cover off that battering ram. Kick out.
Dig deep into their arsenal to try to throw the other one off.
Again, it was a great strategy, Becky Lynch.
Women, along with Sasha Banks and Bayley. And look at perhaps go over the.
Will do to Becky Lynch's ego if Charlotte Flair walks out of Melbourne, Australia.
Throwing this relationship in her life away.
And look at Becky. Becky caught her.
Flair only knows one way to live, and that's on top, to be the best. It's in her blood, it's in her DNA, it's all she knows how to be.
Almost had her 2.5.
Just that.
The inside out almost brought Charlotte the SmackDown women.
The jet lag of traveling halfway around the world. Brutal hate.
Two of the trailblazers that get us to that moment in October. All's in this match. Step up. Enziguri.
Oh, Charlotte's out.
Women's title. Becky gonna climb momentum. He taps here. Charlotte wins the championship. Wise by the champion too. Becky not only got to the ropes, but she rolled out of the ring as she drives her ribs first into the barricade. Time in the match.
No way Becky survives 2 spears. No.
Becky struggling. Charlotte trying to bridge. Can't quite. And she saves her title via disqualification. Line here is Becky knew she was done for. When Charlotte bridged.
You still have your championship around your waist.
SmackDown Women's Champion.
And Charlotte very well may have been.
And Becky's not done yet.
It's over, Becky.
You hear referee Mike Kionis. Becky Lynch's demeanor over the past number of months.
I've known Becky Lynch for a very long time, and I'll tell you that she's not going to be celebrating with.
They gave us AC/DC, Nick Cave, and a bunch of greats. That was
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley's hype man, Leo Rush.
because we know that Elias and KO are a formidable duo. Then it
From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds.
The greatest of all time, John Cena
is fired up, excited to be back in a WWE ring.
Look at the hair. John Cena and Bobby Lashley. Damian Lashley took a break from their rivalry for a championship.
Then Elias and Kevin Owens have it in spades. Whether or not
Performance Center in China, he looks unbelievable.
And John Spenny.
You must imagine it's an incredible culture shock for him.
Later would attack Bobby Lashley from behind and now wants nothing to do with Lashley. Constantly interrupted by the big man as he's trying to, before John Cena interrupted.
Those are the kind of career highlight moments.
WWE.
When we talk about whether Bobby Lashley and John Cena are going to be able to mesh.
That's what he's done here, and so far Lashley dominating.
I don't know if I like this.
Lashley in his tracks.
Get some speed. Here we go.
What a leapfrog, tremendous.
Find the safety of his own corner momentarily.
Bobby could have
Goes
gone.
to Lashley.
Listen to those. Thunderous echoing throughout the stadium.
Oh, and he's been doing it, hasn't he?
Yeah, you think that might put him in a bit of a better mood. He's always so.
Starting to speed things up a little bit. Almost cut Owens in half.
And Elias getting involved. A 2-on-1 attack on Lashley, but Lashley is taking control. And now Kevin Owens begins to stomp away on Lashley.
That was a really... And Elias, no, you're dealing with John Cena on the other side of the ring. One of the great...
You saw Kevin Owens mocking John Cena with a "you can't see" WWE debut match.
You want to make a splash in this industry. And Owens weathered the early storm and are working very well as a cohesive unit to this point at all times.
And again, mocking Cena.
John Cena's been doing this for, oh my God, forever and a day. Gotta be some sort of ring rust.
Now listen, John Cena's done it all. Riding the bike.
It's entirely possible. I'm not disagreeing, but I think...
Lashley, though, has been punished here by this...
Force his way to John Cena. Elias and Owens doing a great job of being by focusing back on Elias when he should have looked for Cena.
Kevin Owens stepped in. Lashley went flying through the ropes and crashed to the
man. Now Elias is going to continue to put a hurting on Lashley on the out.
Frog splash by Owens. Here's the cover.
And Lashley just crashes and burns to the outside. And Owens.
What an incredible chemistry between Elias and Kevin Owens.
Lashley, the front face lock applied. And
Bobby trying to fight out of this predicament. Kevin Owens doing a nice job, though.
John Cena anxious to make the tag and be part of the...
This here is vintage John Cena. And now looking for the attitude adjustment. Next move of doom.
And Cole, look it up. I've been studying. No culture. Sixth move of doom. The Shandian Swanto.
Burns to Melbourne, Australia at WWE Super Show.
Here tonight. Life is changing, but I never your holds, so I focus on the now. People making some noise. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. There's not a better feeling in the world.
The 16 time.
The following contest introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, weighing 200.
Joe with an absolutely menacing look in his eyes spoke to him.
Georgia weighing 218 pounds. He is the
Joe must pay. There are no championship advantage here tonight.
Advantage. It is another to terrorize another man's family.
Starting this matchup outside the ring. The referee
job for the referee to keep any sort of order in this one.
332 days ever since winning it. Styles into the corner. The very vicious Samoa Joe. Fire Samoa Joe after he went to AJ Styles' home.
From AJ Styles wanting to defend his family, wanting to fight on behalf of it. Styles landed on his feet and got right back after the challenger.
As Corey said, landed on his feet, used the table to get back.
His kid's name in your mouth and you spit that in his direction.
Joe's assault on Styles early on. The MCG here in Melbourne.
To this.
Oh, Styles just kicked out of the ring. The man shows no remorse, cares about no one but himself.
That can stop Samoa Joe tonight.
confident that he can beat AJ Styles.
Yeah, off the steps that
Mentality that he just has running through his veins.
And the scariest thing about him is how he
AJ can have a little bit of peace at least knowing that Samoa Joe is here halfway.
doubt ever begins to creep into the mind of Styles, asking if he did the right.
fired up, defending his family. And Samoa Joe is able to
Mission hold applied on the trapezius muscle of the champion.
looks that way at this juncture. Again, there are no advantage.
Styles firing back, trying to get back into this battle. Oh, it's again right back to the submission. Look at the impact.
Keep seeing this look on Samoa Joe's face. He just looks like
When he gets to do it, it makes him feel good.
Well, Corey, your point earlier, too.
Samoa Joe on display again.
Yeah, the quickness is Corey.
Samoa Joe may be stalking and preying on AJ Styles here tonight.
Claim to be phenomenal. The challenger's on the ropes right.
Look at that, AJ Styles, great move. Here's the cover by the champ.
The moonsault into a reverse DDT. Nearly retained.
In the top 5 of all of them, and he's only been on the show for a couple of years. That showed the championship here in Australia, and a kick out.
Not going to overexert himself. Everything lands on its mark.
Zaguri, can you imagine if Samoa Joe does it here tonight in Australia? They're up.
Let's take another look at this.
Hard-hitting matches I've ever witnessed in my life.
Blood trickling from. Hook of the leg on Styles, and again a near fall for the challenger Samoa Joe. Chair in hand.
I'm surprised it took this long. Styles bought himself some invaluable time.
How does he do it?
Driving the chair into the face of the challenger.
Desperation. Styles unloading on Joe. He won't be the same the next time he sees his.
Brutal kick.
Joe caught him though. Slams him right into the chair.
Just planted AJ Styles into the unforgiving steel of the
What the hell is Joe looking for?
You mentioned some
About to set the dinner table.
Smells that blood in the water.
Oh,
Hear
goodness.
that?
That was just, he is a mess.
He's suffering
A
badly
physical
right now.
mess. And AJ Styles slips through though. Now it's Joe in trouble.
clutching at his knee.
I think.
Expected blessing for Styles. Let's take another look at this.
Well, he sacrifices on. And the official right there to see if Joe can continue.
This opportunity means everything in the world to him. But oh my
Oh
God!
my God, AJ.
Are you gonna work with no wheels, huh?
That being AJ Styles we're used to seeing, but he is here and present tonight.
Uh-oh.
Styles trapped the bad leg again.
Styles looking for the kick.
Styles is squirming, trying to make his way to the bottom rope. But remember, they're kick right to the side of the face of Samoa Joe. Left, he can't even stand.
Samoa Joe essentially
Right on the knee, right on the bed.
take another look at this springboard 450. In his mind, you've got to imagine he feels completely just with all.
Joe can't even.
Challenger.
Samoa Joe's out.
Well, AJ got every bit of the phenomenal be a winner, but it must take place inside the ring. And Styles wants the
Coquina clutch again. He's got the chin. Moves Styles toward the center. Oh my goodness.
That's instinct. How much is Styles fighting and surviving for?
Yes.
Neither man at this point may walk out of here. These two might destroy one. Holy cow.
WWE champion for only a short time now.
Holy cow. Master.
Time in this match. The Coquina clutch locked in. Styles
The massive
to torture and punish Samoa Joe.
The massive legs of Samoa.
What does Joe do here? How much does Joe have left?
Champion AJ Styles.
Neither superstar will ever forget as
It was retribution for his wife, Wendy. A very common dominant Riot Squad tonight heading into the 6-woman tag.
Her entire career to get here, to get in front of the bright lights of WWE.
Riot Squad got some tattoos.
Is so important for Ronda as she's looking for redemption.
And she will team tonight with Nikki and Brie, the Bella Twins.
To what Ruby did to Ronda last week with that fish hook.
I talked to Ruby earlier today. She promised tonight was just going to be another.
And Ronda Rousey.
Of Melbourne for the past few days. The Riot Squad has been all
over the past number of weeks. Appears as Nikki Bella and Ruby Riott taking advantage with an attack from behind.
Clothesline.
Clothesline takes Ruby Riott down, and a nice drop kick by Nikki Bella.
Going on, checking out the hot springs.
Well, now's no time to reminisce.
Ronda Rousey cannot wait to get in this match.
Go with what you know.
I'll bring a former women's champion as well as husband, Daniel Bryan, in a matchup later tonight in a near fall.
I talked to Liv earlier today. She just said, keep your eye.
No! You can't do that! Biggest match in the career of the Riot Squad.
Hands down for them. They want to put their mark on the women's division in all of WWE.
And Ronda Rousey.
Is it enough for Nikki to pin Liv here? And a kick out by Morgan.
Well, we're watching right now.
And Sarah Logan, the
grew up in the mountains.
Sarah Logan completely.
What is that?
So, one shield, one brotherhood.
She was actually just in Australia.
One shield, one brotherhood. That mentality sort of adapts and fits when.
We've got the Bella Twins that are obviously on the same page all the time. Grew up much.
Well, the thing is,
in a weird way, you can almost draw a comparison.
Tag, confident they are each and every week.
Ruby had a world of experience before she ever stepped in the doors of WWE.
The victory last week, but she definitely put on a showcase.
And you're right, but
be the Raw Women's Champion to prove myself, in her words, that you.
Ruby Riott in one of her goals.
And now, when it comes to potential, Sarah Logan may have. Roll up is the youngest. Sarah Logan has not quite as much time in the ring as
Ronda Rousey, the Raw Women's Champion, in this matchup as of yet.
And I'm sure that's Nikki trying her best to fight her way back into this. Elbows to the midsection of Logan.
Nikki fighting back. Oh! Enziguri off the set. Ruby. And Ronda, meanwhile.
Certainly just saved Sarah Logan's arm for the time. 2-on-1 attack.
This could be the Riot Squad.
Come on. Everybody bow down to the bed.
I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. Ronda Rousey. Double armbar applied.
Ronda Rousey. This place is so big, guys, that if you walk the outer... Again, thank you to all the WWE fans.
We just heard JoJo announce at 205 pounds that Cedric Buddy Murphy!
The juggernaut of the cruiserweight division. Buddy Murphy, a man
name for Buddy Murphy. Born and raised, but tonight he wants the Cruiserweight Championship.
But dominate, and the best kept secret has taught the earth.
And Buddy Murphy.
Enjoy the moment, Buddy Murphy, but don't get lost in this sort of situation.
Cedric Alexander thrives in these situations.
Championship opportunity, but Murphy says he's matured. He's grown.
Mom was right front row for that one.
Champion, and Alexander may be out.
Could you imagine if Murphy...
Champion, but Murphy gonna fly. Buddy Murphy.
Focus the energy.
Murphy,
it looks like he can.
Back to the top rope again.
Out of here without the Cruiserweight Championship.
Murphy certainly swinging for the fence.
He knows what it's like to take high risks, and that's what he's doing at him. There, just like that, on cue. Alexander with a super showdown. Buddy Murphy caught him sleeper hold, center of the ring. Chip to his waist.
It's a smart strategy.
Just the tremendous guts and the resilience that
Billy Kidman. So for him to be able to be the Cruiserweight Champion and hold that...
Oh, Alexander caught him with a kick right to the face.
Cedric, absolutely. It's brought him so much success. An insane territory for Cedric, who's usually a very wildly popular competitor amongst the...
To retain the title, isn't it? I've almost had him. What an incredible...
To adapt.
Watch this.
Drive the hometown hero. Impact to the spine, tailbone of Cedric.
Well, this is what the action on...
Pose himself as best as possible.
And now Cedric Alexander going to launch it.
From the Cruiserweight Championship so proudly. He's not going to relinquish it on his...
Murphy caught him, though. Nice standing.
At one another tonight has been so incredibly intense.
They need to do to put Murphy away.
Well, did this WWE Universe get in his head? He's weathered the early storm,
Murphy away.
Buddy is dazed on the top rope. That is not where you want to be when you're in a match.
Not pay attention to this crowd, but perhaps it's getting to him now.
The first time able to do so momentarily.
And now, sit out powerbomb. Is it enough to win the championship?
Great series of maneuvers. The powerbomb was delivered. Weight champion. It could have cost him.
Yeah, against one of the most resilient athletes you'll ever see.
Had Alexander's
oh, there's the knee again. Retain the title. Murphy kicks out.
Look at the look on his face.
Check hits perfectly, but somehow Murphy
bar check. Now Alexander's got to be saying, what do I do?
Still feeling the effects of the lumbar check, amongst others.
Here is your winner.
The emotion in the entire stadium. Buddy Murphy changed his life, changed his career. Beyond Australia, the entire world knows the connection. Murphy connecting with a knee in their mind.
What a night.
And his name is Buddy Murphy.
The team of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler and Drew.
The opposition permanently. Tonight, as Strowman recruited the pack of his own, this trio has been...
Champion Roman Reigns. The ship.
One thing is for certain, the hounds of justice are ready.
WWE history. Reigns, Rollins, his feelings toward his Shield brothers. Rollins breaks. Tonight, we bring our form of justice. Do you think there's really been a crack in the Shield, or is that more so because of what McIntyre
wouldn't have? The questions have been raised. We've seen doubt
100% aligned with the Shield.
Dean Ambrose is the...
In attack mode. Strowman, Ziggler, and Matt. And we are underway. All 6 men, a chaotic man, the monster, Strowman, the Pac-Man, and Braun Strowman. I was going to say, Corey, I think we know what the Shield has in mind.
This could be one and done real.
Dolph Ziggler and McIntyre back into the pile. Get some order here outside the ring. But the disdain Rose and Reigns.
Oh, Ziggler looking to capitalize on the architect.
The Reigns, and now Dolph Ziggler planning Rollins. Isn't enough for Ziggler.
Reigns and Ambrose have been taken out of the equation. It is 3-on-1 essentially.
And now McIntyre just mocking Seth Rollins. And now Strowman, the monster among men, who's get in here. Reigns will battle at Crown Jewel on Shield does.
Right now, Seth is taking the brunt of it.
Both of these reality, and it's working out very well for the tag team champions and Braun, the tag team champions and Braun Strowman right now.
Again, I want to go.
Implied that, yeah, maybe Dolph wasn't the strongest. Maybe he was
Online that want to talk trash about Dolph Ziggler, about what he's done with his...
Proud to be back here in Australia. He talked about how he...
Shield brothers. Attitude.
And who's going to argue with him?
Drew has got a mean streak a mile long.
Weak link.
Not at all. And
What happened?
talking Rollins and Seth Rollins, I think's hurt enough.
Certainly no shortage of history between these two superstars, this faction.
And now Rollins is down to one knee, and Ziggler, you hear him pass out. Will Ziggler win this match for his team?
Graves, what is
Ziggler going straight to the eyes.
And Rollins, though,
Argument for Braun as we head toward Crown Jewel.
tag.
Rollins such a workhorse here in WWE, but he's been put through a gauntlet tonight.
Happened as he knocks both Ambrose and Reigns off the apron. Rollins almost lifeless. Strowman and company.
Seth Rollins.
Monster.
It's like a rag doll.
Oh! And Dolph Ziggler now the legal man.
Do something! Come on! Do something!
Slayer, and right to the knee goes Ziggler. And now Dolph looks for the famous. Dolph just tagged in McIntyre. Rollins, though, sends McIntyre and up him.
You don't.
You get these little bursts of energy from Seth Rollins, but like you said,
Man without a country right now. You don't.
no way.
What the hell is he? This is crazy. This is insanity.
Spending so much time around Ziggler and McIntyre. Maybe the monster.
Strowman is still down. Tag. Ambrose and Ziggler now the legal men. And eluded. Worst JBL.
Dolph wanted a
McIntyre
zigzag.
Paid for it. Face first. Ambrose
Into his bag of tricks. Deeper into the arsenal since return.
Talk about him picking up some new moves, a new look, a new attitude.
up again for Ambrose. Down goes Ziggler, who rolls through, though.
Ribs.
Both superstars looking for the cross body to drive the breath out of both men. Who's going to make the tag breaker?
The Universal Boom with a big boot in the back.
Survey the damage momentarily, figure out what his options were.
Is it enough for Reigns and the Shield to pull off the big...
A one-on-one contest at this very moment. Both of these superstars.
Reigns, oh my God! Reigns with it, in it flowers him up.
Look at this. The strength of the Universal to the apron.
And now Rollins takes out Ziggler.
McIntyre.
Into the post goes Strowman.
Oh,
Superman punch by Reigns.
our crash.
This has been an insane beatdown for me.
Out Dean Ambrose.
Oh, look at this.
Now Strowman back on his feet.
It's almost like...
Wait.
Oh my God. Outnumbered.
Oh, this is bad news.
Then Ambrose is going to join Strowman and looking for it. The triple power bomb. Strowman.
Oh my God.
Everyone.
The entire Shield plus Drew McIntyre.
Blasting Reigns into the barricade. Shield has been taken out. No.
There we go.
Like a raging bull. Oh my God. And it's Rollins now. Running interference. Super kick. Ambrose. The Shield stands.
Not believe what we just witnessed.
That was the war we expected.
It opened the door for Dean to land.
Match will come against the WWE Champion AJ Styles, who
Gets to challenge Styles for the WWE Championship. It is going to be massive.
AJ Styles.
Happy Daniel Bryan's just excited to step in the ring, have the bell ring, and experience straight up work by Shelton Benjamin. Miz wasting no time.
Get him in a mixed tag match at Hell in a Cell.
Oh, when you've got a bunch of naysayers like...
Problem is that Miz has such a big ego. That's the only thing he cares about is what everybody else has to say.
It kicks. This is humiliating.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
Went for the running knee. Miz.
Recount. Right, 1, 2, 3.
History.
Two of the all-time greats to ever step.
Had some unfinished business.
The last chapter in what
Triple H, last time ever. Undertaker, this is what you need to. Is that what you think? I've stayed retired out of respect. Gonna put your buddy Triple H down again. Triple H was a warrior. But these days made this personal, and now it is. Because standing in my corner,
And Triple H fired up.
I will put you
Tombstone.
peace.
Australia to stand in the corner and to have the back of his best friend
To ever do it. It is awesome to have a Hall of Famer on hand for what we are about to win.
Oh, looks mad as hell tonight.
the 14-time world.
Tomorrow morning, he's going to have to wake up and be COO of WWE. There is...
Is blown to get to witness Kane making his way to the ring, which
In 1996, in a little-known triple threat matches, they battled inside Penn Station. They battled...
and as of now,
So I guess we're WWE fans at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia.
the history of hate on
Triple H talk.
Looking to prove him wrong. Triple H into the corner. Misses again wildly with the rights. Shawn Michaels.
One of my favorite matches of all time. I can't believe we're trying to tear The Undertaker's arm out of the socket.
Yeah, burying the shoulder into the upper. Undertaker now. Here comes the Phenom. The run. Again, Triple H knocked down with a heavy
is of Undertaker.
Undertaker goes old school. 101. Can you fathom that? 100. A little bit of snake eyes. No. Triple H. Will the Undertaker pay? And Triple H. Undertaker whipped into the barricade. Oh my Lord. Tough eye on the Undertaker's brother. And a swinging neck. Triple H teeing off in the under.
Triple H sensed it coming. Down goes Taker.
Again, Triple H for the win. Triple H off the second rope, got caught by the Undertaker. This isn't going to be pretty. And Triple H driven into the barricade and now into the timekeeper's area. Doing his job as he took the attention of the Undertaker away from the game. The Melbourne Cricket Grounds.
Oh my God.
God.
Again, no disqualification. But the cerebral assassin is not done yet. Quite make out where they are in the arena. I know it's off to our left here. Triple H is trying to get away from the Undertaker, but Undertaker still in pursuit.
Dragging Triple H's carcass.
They're making their...
Oh, what's he thinking?
Anything he wants. Taker has a steel chair. He makes the rules. Oh, big boot. Down goes Triple H. A pretty sight. Chair right to the spot. Oh. Again, buried a chair right. No way. Oh, and a chair caught the Undertaker. I thought Undertaker was going to take Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Almost saw a replay of what we had.
Triple H to the elbow, through Kane, through the hand, off the top rope with a steel chair. Undertaker, choke slam. Tombstone pile driver on Triple H.
I know, I saw it.
Next. Undertaker continued yet. Chair to the spine.
Echoing
showing off.
Undertaker almost begging Shawn Michaels to step up. Undertaker almost missed.
Oh my God, you see that chair best in?
Triple H's career. Reminiscent of end of an era.
Best to muster the strength to get back to a vertical base.
Pedigree! He is the pedigree! Pedigree! New referees in the ring! There's a delay! Got it! No! Kick.
Walking away with this win.
Second row! Oh my God!
And it kept
Been it.
Both of these men.
There's an answer. Shawn Michaels has it in his hand. Triple H's patented sledgehammer. Handing a chair to the Undertaker. Shawn Michaels handed. Oh!
Two officials have been
Into the Undertaker.
the worst.
With the
To do in this industry, asking themselves now.
And now Kane coming to the aid of his brother. Oh! We've seen everything. Hell's Gates and...
Wait,
Wait a minute! Get the weapons! Oh, and he blocked it! And
Again!
off the face of the... Again! The game! With the win!
two icons.
for the last time ever, both of these